Klay Thompson to the Miami Heat. Is this something that can actually happen, or is it just smoke? Jimmy Butler praises Nikola Jovic, and the Miami Heat play tonight against the Cleveland Cavaliers. What's up, guys? Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Would really appreciate if you guys can smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Would really help me build this channel. But we ain't talking about that, you guys. We're going to rock and roll with another Miami Heat Talk adventure because we got some stuff I want to talk about today. Now, look. You could think of this as what you want. You could think of it as clickbait. You could think of it as BS. It's like I've told you guys before. Whenever there's an update surrounding the Miami Heat, we're going to talk about it. Now, yesterday on ESPN, the gurus of the NBA basketball world, it was reported by Kendrick Perkins, former NBA player. They were just talking about Klay Thompson, the struggles with the Golden State Warriors that's going on this season. Right now, they're 7-8. I don't think it's that bad. They had a worse situation last year, and it got better for them. But Klay Thompson hasn't really been doing that great this year. You know, he's played 12 games. He's only averaging 14.4 points a game, 3.5 rebounds. He is shooting 40% behind the three-point line. But these are all career low averages for Klay Thompson. So it was brought up yesterday by Kendrick Nunn that the Miami Heat should consider trading for Klay Thompson. So when I heard that, I started listening to what Kendrick Perkins said, and I'm going to read this quote by Perkins on what he said in ESPN. The Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and the Klay Thompson with Eric Spoelstra. Again, when you watch a guy like Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters to ever touch the damn basketball, that is in a slump like he's in, it's more than just shooting the basketball. His mentality is not there. So basically what Kendrick Perkins is saying is that if Klay Thompson was moved to the Miami Heat, because it's a better situation for him, he might play a lot better this year. So the question poses, should the Miami Heat actually go for someone like Klay Thompson? I'm going to tell you guys right now, absolutely not. No way. There's no reason why the Miami Heat should be trading for Klay Thompson. Now, you can say his defensive prowess is amazing. His defense has actually dropped off this year. But here's something I want to say. If you're going to trade for a guy like that, then you need to give up either Tyler Hero or Duncan Robinson. And if you want me to be honest, I'm not going to do that. Duncan Robinson in the last 6 games has averaged over 20 points a game, shooting 50% behind the three-point line. He's showing that he is that man. Tyler Hero, averaging 23 points a game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. It makes no sense to trade one of these guys for Klay Thompson. Now, look, if you're telling me that the Miami Heat can make an offer with Golden State, including Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin, Nikola Jovic, future first-round draft picks by bringing Klay Thompson to come off the bench for the Miami Heat, well, in NBA 2K, that's a perfect scenario. But in real life, it's not going to happen. The only way the Miami Heat can make a trade like that happen is if you include Duncan Robinson or Tyler Hero along with Kyle Lowry. There's no way the Heat are going to do that. And also, why would Klay Thompson want to leave the Bay Area? He's been there since he started his career. He has a great coach with Steve Kerr. He has great relationship with Steph Curry and Draymond Green. This report just makes no sense to me. So that's why I wanted to talk about it here. And another thing, Klay Thompson's on an expiring contract. He makes $43 million this year. He'll be a free agent after this year. Why are you going to trade Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero for a guy who's expiring? It makes no sense. The Heat won't do it. The Warriors won't do it. So I hope we can put this to bed. Now, before I get to my next topic, you guys, give me 1 second. As you guys know, I do my little work here at home. Alrighty, perfect. Okay, so now we're done with the Klay Thompson rumors. I hope we can put that to bed. The next thing I want to talk about, you guys, is Nikola Jovic. As you guys know, this is a big prospect that the Miami Heat has had since last year. And a lot of my followers, a lot of Miami Heat fans are wondering why Nikola Jovic is not playing with the Miami Heat. Now, there's a few reasons why, but before we get there, you guys, the reason why I'm bringing up Nikola Jovic is because he was recently praised by Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler actually went to a G League game for the Miami Heat. I believe it was in Iowa or Wisconsin. I'm not 100% sure. But he ended up going to a game to watch Nikola Jovic. It was asked by Jimmy Butler, why was he there? Why was he at this random G League game? And he said it was to check out Nikola Jovic. Jimmy Butler stated that Nikola Jovic is going to be the future of this Miami Heat team when he's gone. Now, I'm going to refresh everyone's memory because, yes, there's a few reasons why Nikola Jovic is not currently playing right now. Now, one of the reasons is he's very young. He's still being molded. The Miami Heat's still working with him. He was drafted at 19, didn't even graduate high school when he was drafted. So he was a project with the Miami Heat. Now, the games that he has played in the NBA, he has showed flashes of somebody that can actually help your team win. The problem with Nikola Jovic, you guys, is his defense. Now, look, he played incredible in the FIBA World Championship. He plays amazing offensively. As you see in the 2 games that he's played with the Miami Heat this season, he's averaging 7 points, 6.5 rebounds. So right there, that tells you, and I'm sorry, it's only on 12 minutes. So that tells you right there, if given more time, he would be a lot more productive and a lot more better. And I'll be honest with you guys, on other NBA teams, they probably just would have thrown him out there to fail. But this Miami Heat organization is different. Let me remind you guys something. Back in the 3rd game in the season against the Minnesota Timberwolves, Nikola Jovic started next to Jaime Jaquez. Now, we lost that game, but everybody was excited because we saw Nikola Jovic and Jaime Jaquez starting out there. I believe this was a test by Eric Spoelstra to see where Nikola Jovic is. During the game, Nikola Jovic pissed off Kyle Lowry. Apparently, in the defensive settings, he wasn't where he was supposed to be. Kyle Lowry many times had to tell him where to go. That's not the Miami Heat system. This is a team that predicates themselves on defense. We are one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. We hang our hat in our defense. If you notice, the Miami Heat is one of the worst offensive teams in the NBA. But the reason why we're winning a lot of these games is because defensively, we shut teams down. The fact that you have a guy who's not that great defensively shows you that he's not ready for the Miami Heat system. Now, this is beneficial for him because he's getting paid millions of dollars to get better every season. I believe that next season, Nikola Jovic can actually be a huge contributor to this team. But another reason why he's not playing, you guys, is because he's behind a lot of players. There's a lot of guys that are ahead of him getting minutes. You got Haywood Highsmith, that's the starting power forward. You got Kevin Love that comes off the bench for either Bam Adebayo or Haywood Highsmith. You also have Caleb Martin and Jaime Jaquez that can play the 4 position. So he's behind a lot of guys. It was kind of similar to last season. Now, I did say in the beginning of this season that in my opinion, the Miami Heat's bright spot at the power forward position is Nikola Jovic to play next to Bam Adebayo. Nikola Jovic is 6'11". He's gained some size. He can rebound. He can facilitate. He can score. He just needs to work on his defense. So I hope that answers a lot of questions for you guys because it's not like Nikola Jovic is not good enough to play. It's just that defensively, he needs to get better. And that's what the Miami Heat is working on. But today's a big day, you guys, because our 9-5 Miami Heat are back on the floor tonight against the 8-6 Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, look, we got a stretch of a lot of good games coming up. You got Cleveland tonight. You got the next game against the Knicks on Friday, a back-to-back against Brooklyn on Saturday, and then you got the true test against Milwaukee next week. These next 4 games are going to be crucial for the Miami Heat because right now you're sitting in the 4th seed with the 9-6 record, but you got a lot of teams that are pulling on your tail. You lose some of these games, it's going to bring you down to the standings. I don't think that's going to happen tonight, you guys. It has been reported that Tyler Hero is out of his walking boot, not ready to play yet. It's like I said, we probably won't see Tyler Hero until the Milwaukee game. next week. I don't think he's going to play a game this week. It's possible, but not likely. So keep your eye out on that. And look, I'm telling you guys, I think the Miami Heat are going to defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers. You are going to see one hell of a contest tonight because they got that boy Donovan Mitchell over there. And let's not forget, tonight is the reunion with Max Strus. Max Strus is a Cleveland Cavalier, so you definitely want to get this win tonight. It's at Cleveland, so it's going to be a tough one, but I know the Heat can do it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think about this whole Klay Thompson situation? Do you think it's smoke like me and you don't want to do it? Or do you actually have interest in Klay Thompson? And if you do, give me a realistic trade in the comments. What do you guys also think about this Nikola Jovic situation? Do you think it's time to possibly package Nikola Jovic to get a trade to help us win now? Or do you think it's smart to keep him, groom him, and see what happens towards the future? And let me know what you guys what you guys think the prediction of tonight will be. Give me a score between the Heat and the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think you're going to see a Miami Heat victory of 98-93. Two very tough defensive teams. Let's see what happens. I'd like to see Max Strus and Duncan Robinson get into a nice little shootout. That would be dope. Don't forget to let me know what you guys think in the comments, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe. It's your boy Ernest out. We gonna get this dub, and that's enough said. Let's go Heat.